Top of the morning, Bay, with Good Morning Bay.
Get to know about the traffic on your way and what's news around the world today.
Some wisdom skills along the way.
Oh, and a song to hum along with and sway.
Get your perfect entertaining start to the day.
At 9 a.m. every weekday morning with
Mahima's Good Morning
Bay.
Good morning,
Bay.
आप सभी लोग हमारी तरफ से एक प्यार भरा नमस्ते,
नमस्कार.
वनकम,
नमस्कार.
खुशामदीद,
Assalamualaikum.
सत श्री अकाल,
మీకు అందరికీ వందనము.
जय स्वामी नारायण,
जय श्री कृष्ण.
जय जिनेंद्र.
मैं इस्माइली भाई बंदों को बोल दे याली मदद.
मोलाली मतलब बोलते हैं सारे फीजी मतलब बोलेंगे निशा बोला बड़जान. हम आ गए हैं आपके प्यारे महिमा के द्वारे. मैं सब फालतू बाबा.
And of course myself Faltu Rani, and a happy wala new year to you. New 2022 from your darlings Altu and Faltu.
That's right, but the jar, and of course, अभी आपको सोच रहे हैं अरे यार, this is interesting. You know, what's going to be new in 2022? Well, new attitude, new everything for you guys, and wishing you all prosperity, happiness, and also health, Banajan, because we just want to forget about 2020 and 2021 totally, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, we want to forget about COVID is what we said, but these doctors and scientists have named the virus something else right now. They
What
call
they
it
call it?
Omicron.
Yeah.
Hey, but have we got the results of what's happening after the post-holidays?
Right. Well, a lot of stuff is happening post holidays, Altu Baba, and it's not looking very encouraging.
Oh my God.
But we need to keep a positive outlook because 2021 mein a lot of people, remember, they just went and partied, and eventually what happened?
What happened?
We had a huge surge of the Delta variant.
Oh my God, goodness gracious. Well, actually, I heard one more thing, Faltwani.
Huh.
Have you heard of Florona?
What is Florona?
Florona, first case of Florona has been identified in Israel, I suppose, someplace.
What?
Yes, you know what Florona is?
No.
The flu and Corona together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's
Yeah.
scary.
It's called the Florona virus. Nothing official about it, but the thing is already I'm sharing with you guys because you'll eventually see it. When I say it, people don't believe it. Afterwards, Fauci comes and talks about it, everything happens. But you should know one thing, Banajan, the flu season will be really bad this time. Yes, even we have been through a bout of it and going through it. Actually, we're still fighting it.
Yeah.
But of course, good thing you're vaccinated. Now,
Yeah.
does the vaccination of coronavirus help you with the flu? No, it doesn't. The flu is a different strain totally. So probably you'll have to just live it out, or like how we used to be doing it, take a shot of vaccination of flu shot. Have you had a flu shot already, Faltwani? I think the flu shot season got over already.
No, I
the
didn't
flu
actually.
shot season got
I got
over.
the booster. I'm all boosted, vaxxed and boosted and everything.
Yeah.
So.
Some people also do bone meter, so it's fine. And of course, budget number to call again if at all you have to join our shows. Well, we're going to have a new thing going on right now. It's something newsworthy right now because going forward, you guys could actually listen to our shows. You could also see our shows, right?
Exactly.
Now we can join. You could always call into our shows, correct? You can call into our shows with an audio phone call, right?
Yeah.
Going forward, you're going to have you guys an opportunity to actually call in with your video call, Balaja. Yes.
Oh.
We're going to be the only people who are going to be offering this option for you guys to actually tune in through a radio show which actually gets you guys to chime in not only through your phone line, regular phone lines, also through any kind of video call, Balajan. So that's something you're going to have for sure. And thank you so much, Shalji. Very happy New Year to you as well.
Yes.
We're wishing happy New Year to all our bandhus out there. And a quick look at right now, Balajan. I know Good Morning Bay always talks about news, views, and reviews. We're giving you what's happening with our lives. If you want to share something, and go and share with us for sure. Balajan, on Facebook, we're live on Facebook. We're also live on YouTube as well. Go check it out. Yes, we have somebody who calling us and telling us they were the first person to do a video call with us. Yes, Vishalji, it was you. Thank you so much for that. Actually, within the year roundup, we actually opened up this particular option, and many of our bandhus actually called in, and it was fun. I don't know. I liked it too. It was nice to actually finally watch our bandhus videos.
Yes,
like, we always have
exactly.
been imagining their expression on their face, whether they're bored or whether they're excited or whatever it is.
Correct.
I think we get an opportunity to see you guys in person. And yes, what's going to happen is you can actually see us. We're creating a new system where you actually can see the show as you're calling in as well. So that's going to be something good.
Wow.
We'll try to see how we can get that going also for you guys. Banja. Like, abhi ke liye, what's going to happen is we're going to jump into our news updates. Faltwani is waiting to give you the news updates for you guys. Banja. So Faltwani,
Do you have
are
a
we ready?
traffic update for us or
Oh
no?
yeah, how could
Totally
you forget,
forgot.
right?
देखा भतीजान, न्यू ईयर स्टार्ट होते ही हमारे आलतू बाबा अभी हॉलीडे मूड से निकले
Yeah, holiday mood की बात नहीं है Faltwani. Not many people are back in the on the traffic right now. People have changed their way of looking. listening to us.
Exactly.
Many of you actually are listening to us in your offices, at homes. People working from home right now. People have been asked to extend for one more 15 days. No, one more fortnight. They asked to stay back from home and listen to us for sure. So, but anyway, yes, thank you for reminding me, Fatwani. So here you go, bachcha. Raste ka haal aapko total sastare.
It's time for the Bandu traffic update. Call us from wherever you are at 408-912-2479.
Well, Banja, as I told you, the traffic is looking smooth all over. Faltoni, you won't believe it.
Oh, really?
There's absolutely zero traffic right now on the roads, right? 880 has got a kind of, it's a traffic hazard report on Tennyson Road in Haver. That's all. Apart from the Faltoni, there's no orange, no red. Seems like other people are coming back to holidays, staying a couple of days at home and then going out.
Well,
right?
actually, people are not even going to work, Altu. Think about it, because many people are just have decided that with all this going on with regard to the Omicron and God knows what's the Epsilon, whatever version of the...
What, Epsilon?
I don't know. There's so many different viruses that are variants of the virus coming out. They're saying that... if we can work from home, that's an option that we want to go with. And most people are choosing to just stay and work from home.
It actually makes sense, Faltoni.
Yeah.
And
why do you think there's such light traffic on the roads? How many people are actually listening to radios on the roads? I'm not sure.
Yeah. And of course, here's what I'm going to do, Faltoni. I'm going to show you a glimpse of what's happening with the roads. You can actually see it right now on the screen. If you're just looking at the screen right now, you see how nice and smooth and green the whole thing is. I'm not kidding you. This is exactly what we see on our screens as well. Except one particular situation right there in the center, which is on the thing. Every other part of the road is pretty much smooth sailing out there. So it's a very good day for us to be having this Good Morning Bay right now. And now Jan 3rd happens to be the first working day for everybody out there.
Yes.
So let's come back and let's tell you what was the traffic update for you guys. And you will see that Bay Area, pura Bay Area bhi khali pada. If you want to go out for lunch, probably a good time to go.
Yeah.
But again, Omicron virus, Father, you got to be careful about that also.
Yeah, and mask up wherever you're going, Jan. And I really, really pray and hope that you didn't party over the weekend. Because that would have been extremely irresponsible. Well, that would have been extremely irresponsible if you were partying in a big group where you did not know everybody in that social bubble.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. It's still, I would say, it's a personal choice, yes. Because I always am between somewhere. No, there's some people like Fatwani who are total conservative. No, liberal actually. Is a conservative? I don't know what she is.
Well, either way.
Point is, she has one viewpoint. I have the other opposite viewpoint always. So I would think if you're partying with the people you know in your bubble, it's still okay.
Alta Baba.
Yeah.
If it's a group, you will not know that there's a group of 150 or 200 people.
That's not a bubble.
Who are not. No, that's exactly what I'm talking
that's
about.
Not a bubble.
I was shocked to see that despite so many warnings, that people actually had parties.
Oh wow!
People were dancing, drinking, schmoozing, losing everything.
Wait, what does schmoozing mean,
I don't know what was going on, but I was like really shocked, especially with this surge. And then, it's just that I'd be like, what's going on, man?
But we partied responsibly with the bubble. And I was there exactly 11:45. I got up and I took a nice nap. 11:45 and I joined this. Well, come on. When I came in, celebration came together. Let's put it that way, right? Jab hum aate hain to party laate hain. And Fatani, let me tell you, we have to jump into our news updates because we really want to know what Fauci is saying about this and all. Are you ready for that, Fatani?
Well, yes. Let's just give you a quick update of what happened over the weekend. Jan, holiday flight cancellations hit a new peak, with thousands of flights being called off because of the COVID-19 surge, and also a large winter storm that's sweeping across the United States. 21 people were trapped aboard a New Mexico tramway overnight from Friday through Saturday, and now have been finally rescued. And of course, the last of the Golden Girls, Betty White, who was going to turn 100 as of Jan 17th, died over the weekend. A legacy she leaves behind. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un acknowledged that there is a food problem in the reclusive country during his end of the year speech. And of course, the world welcomed 2022 with anticipation, anxiety, and every emotion in between. Glad to make it through another year of the COVID COVID pandemic, and stepping into 2022 really, really gingerly is how the world started. But in terms of the United States, let's tell you, Bandhujan, that the winter storm dumped snow on the U.S. Southeast Mid-Atlantic states, and forcing federal offices and schools to close as it threatened to make travel dangerous and knock out power. Severe weather warnings have been in effect in Georgia, the Carolinas, and Virginia, and north into Washington and Philadelphia, where 4 to 8 inches of snow and 40 miles per hour winds have been forecast, the National Weather Service reported. The United States Senate is voting a rule change if Republicans block the voting rights law, is what Chuck Schumer is saying. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said on Monday that the U.S. Senate will vote on changing the governing body's rules on or before Jan 17th, the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, if Republicans continue to obstruct voting rights legislation. The change could allow Democrats to pass legislation with a simple majority in the Senate, where they control 50 out of the 100 seats, with Democratic Vice President Kamala Harris able to serve as the tie-breaking vote. Currently, most legislation is blocked by something called a filibuster rule, which requires 60 votes to end debate on a bill and move forward to a vote. The rule change would, quote, protect the foundation of our democracy, free and fair elections, unquote, Schumer said in a letter to Democratic senators on Monday. In the Jan 6th probe, Bandhujan, New York's Attorney General has subpoenaed 2 of Donald Trump's adult children, Donald Trump Jr. and Ivanka Trump, as part of her civil probe into the former U.S. president's business practice and namesake company. The subpoenas from the Office of Attorney General Letitia James were disclosed in a Monday filing with the New York State Court in Manhattan. James has also subpoenaed Trump. Lawyers for the Trump family are seeking to block her from questioning the former Republican president and his children. The filing said lawyers for the family were not immediately available for comment. The subpoenas were first reported by the New York Times, which cited a person familiar with the matter. And last month, Trump sued James to block her civil probe into the Trump Organization, accusing the Democrat of partisan politics. And the Jan 6th committee, the Congressional Committee investigating last year's Jan 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol, is looking at issuing subpoenas to Republican members of Congress to force their cooperation, the panel's chairperson said on Sunday. Representative Benny Thompson, a Democrat, said on NBC's Meet the Press that the committee is examining whether it can officially and lawfully issue subpoenas to sitting members of Congress. And like Altu was asking about the Omicron surge and what the issue is and what Anthony Fauci is saying, top infectious disease expert Anthony Fauci said there was still a danger of surge in hospitalizations due to a large number of coronavirus cases, even as early data suggests that the Omicron COVID-19 variant is less severe. The only difficulty is that if you have so many cases, even if the rate of hospitalization is lower with the Omicron than it was with the Delta, there is still the danger that you will have a surging of hospitalizations that might stress the healthcare system, Fauci said in an interview on Sunday with CNN. The Omicron variant was estimated to be 58.6% of the coronavirus variant cases circulating in the United States as of December 25th, according to data from the US CDC. And in other news, good news actually, is the fact that the US FDA on Monday has authorized the use of a third dose of the Pfizer and BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine for children ages 12 to 15 and narrowed the time for all booster shots by a month to 5 months after the primary doses. The agency also authorized a third shot for children aged 5 through 11 years who are immunocompromised. The regulatory decisions come as schools reopen in much of the country and as COVID-19 cases surge due to the Omicron variant of the virus, with health authorities warning that its high transmissibility could overwhelm many health systems. And In other news, Panjan, Twitter has permanently banned U.S. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene. You remember that lady who is a major Trump supporter who...
Not fair. Not fair. Then why did they even ban Kangana Ranaut?
They banned Kangana Ranaut, but they banned this lady because... she sent tweets that repeatedly violated the social media's misinformation policy on COVID-19. The Congresswoman from Georgia is the first member of Congress to ever have been permanently banned from Twitter. They had previously issued a short-term suspension of her account for tweets about COVID, calling it misleading. At least two other Republican members of the House have received temporary suspensions, Jim Banks and Barry Moore. Twitter is an enemy to America and cannot handle the truth, Green said in a statement on a messaging app, Telegram, adding that social media platforms can't stop the truth from being spread far and wide. Big tech can't stop the truth. Communist Democrats cannot stop the truth, is what she said. In local news, Panajan, Milpitas police actually got involved in a high-speed chase and chased a man suspected of killing his ex-girlfriend and speeding away with her body. And that ended Sunday afternoon in Fremont when the suspect crashed the car near Warren Avenue, east of Cato Drive, according to police. The 42-year-old San Jose resident was taken to the hospital with injuries from the crash and what police described as self-inflicted injuries. Police said officers found the 35-year-old female in the car's backseat and attempted life-saving measures, but she was declared dead at the scene. Police said that she had injuries consistent with being assaulted with a weapon. They requested, apparently Milpitas police received a call around 12:42 p.m. requesting a welfare check on the victim in the area of Dixon Road and North Milpitas Boulevard. The caller was concerned for the victim after she told the reporting party that her ex-boyfriend was possibly stalking her. And as I mentioned to you, Bay Area airports are seeing huge delays due to this surge of Omicron. And also, there is going to be major rain and snow in the Sierras this week. According to meteorologist Rob Maeda, some parts of the Bay Area will be some rain at times, and there will also be increasing wind and warmer temperatures ahead. Wind speeds will bump up to 25 miles per hour across the Bay Area on Monday afternoon as rain starts near the coast and North Bay and drops into the south in the evening. So remember to carry an umbrella and layer up, Bandujan.
You gotta carry umbrella, carry an umbrella.
And whatever you do to keep warm, please don't drink and drive. Bay Area news anchor Frank Somerville was arrested on a DUI suspicion in an Oakland crash.
Suspicion? Oh my God, look at the way they're hushing it up. I'm sure he was drunk.
Yeah, after he was involved in a crash on Thursday night in downtown Oakland.
There you go, Banjan. All these things happening out there in the Bay Area. But don't worry, Banjan, I'll tell you what, 2022, right?
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
Right? This is a year where we just ask you guys to not to worry too much.
Yeah.
Right? We're here to support you guys whenever you want it.
Correct.
And if you want love, Banjan, we're right here. We'll just give you little love whenever we get a chance. Right, Faltwani?
Right.
Don't you believe in that, Faltwani? Because little love is what's required, right? That's what makes the world go around, right, Faltwani?
Yes, Bandujan. Little. It's a beautiful song from the movie Atrangire, Bandujan. A.R. Rahman's composition. Enjoy this particular song. If you haven't watched the movie, definitely catch it. We're not getting paid to promote this, by the way. This is an all-organic South Asian community voice radio show. And it is powered by Media Mahima, a non-profit 501c3 organization, and it is supported through public dollars. If you want to donate, you can definitely go to mediamahima.com for more information.
And of course, the movie Atrangire was released in multiple languages actually. And I'm playing a song in Tamil. Why not? Yeah, come on. I decided actually, every Good Morning Bay, different language songs are going to play for you guys, so you can actually enjoy all the songs.
Dear, Vama near, yeah, my fear, so let cheers. Ore, dear, Vama near, yeah, my fear, so let cheers. Feeling is healing, no more dealing, going higher. Love it.
And of course, Bajan. I hope you enjoyed the song. ये गाना आपके लिए पेश कर रहे हैं हम लोग Bajan. Again, this actually is a song by A.R. Rahman. Movie, of course, Atrangire, starring Dhanush and sung by Dhanush himself. If you're feeling in between, you don't understand what's happening, it's Tamil. But you get the gist, right? You get the gist of the whole song.
Love is heavy trouble in pain of heart is double in never ask a doctor the name of the medicine kuyra oru vaatha sollu manasu pulla marchu vekkum kaada sollu
And that's the Bajan message for you guys. हमें भी थोड़ा आप little प्यार करो यार. Not everything. Okay, it's okay. Not the whole 9 yards of love. थोड़ा little प्यार करो बस काफी है. बाकी सब आप जो भी करना कर लो. Okay, Fazani, that was the song for you guys today. And do you have the news from the world by any chance?
Yes, quick headlines from across the world, Banjan. Turkey's annual inflation soared to the highest in nearly 2 decades.
Oh my God.
With consumer prices rising higher than expected and staples such as transportation and food and drink rising even faster.
Wow.
The lira has continued its fall as President Tayyip Erdogan urged Turks to keep their savings in that currency and to bring gold savings into the banking system. Erdogan's words come after government sharply raised prices for electricity and natural gas prices, and also prices jumped for gasoline, car insurance and bridge tolls. So means if you're planning a trip, then Turkey may not be the place to go right away.
Yeah, because there's no bridge. There's a bridge, but the toll is very high.
Oh God, everything is
I
gonna be
told
more-
you so.
Well, I don't know, Bajan. I was shocked because somebody, there's a plate of idlis and a vada right here in the local Beira restaurant, and it was $11.95. 2 idlis and 1 vada. I was like,
$11.95.
what? Seriously? I mean, this is unbelievable.
And of course, even when they actually are lightly staffed.
Yes, exactly.
So I just want to tell you how greed actually comes in, right?
Correct.
All these so-called restaurants. Now, I think it's high time you guys went and you bought your own idli and made your own idli. I trust you, but over the holidays, we made dosas homemade. It's so easy. I can show you how to do it. I excelled at that actually, by the way. Faltani, of course, always is a queen in dosa making. But I made a dosa. No, doubtful, right? Yeah, that's right. She knows about herself very well. But anyway, she does a very good job, Rajan. And I actually I was so impressed
Yeah.
with the fact that you can make your own dosas and idlis. You don't have to go to the restaurants and patronize them. Yeah, I think we got too many of the restaurants I know who are doing this thing. I'm telling you outright because we don't have any restaurants underwriting us to mask whatever we got to say. We're saying it, right?
Right.
Take it or leave it. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Exactly, Vijay. And that was news from Altu Baba about how everything is about him at the end of the day, and everything is about how he makes he's so good at everything that he does. So if you want to catch up on that, you should create your own blog, Altu Baba, where people can follow you.
I'm going to make something which is going to be interesting. Next Good One Be Please student, I have something very interesting and nice to show you guys.
Okay.
You will love it.
Okay, so can we go back to the rest of the world and
Please
find out what's going on?
go back.
Sudanese Prime Minister Abdullah Hamdok has resigned 6 weeks after taking his job back following a military coup that ousted him in October.
Alhamdulillah.
His departure throws a transition towards elections deeper into uncertainty, and the United States urged the nation's leaders to ensure civilian rule and end violence against protesters.
Oh my God. La hawla wala quwwata. Yes.
Australia
Very good.
is pushing ahead with plans to reopen the economy even as new COVID-19 infections hit a record and hospitalizations rise. The Omicron variant continues to make itself omnipresent, contributing to the cancellation of 4,000 flights around the world on Sunday, more than half of them in the United States. And South Korean President Moon Jae-in said that he would use his last months in office to press for a diplomatic breakthrough with North Korea. The country's leader, Kim Jong-un, marked his 10th anniversary in power with a speech that made more mention of tractor factories and school uniforms than of nuclear weapons or the United States. And a man who crossed the border into North Korea last week originally defected into the south in 2020 in the same area, Seoul's defense ministry said. And in news from India, Bandajan, let's tell you that the Maharashtra is reporting over 12,000 new COVID cases. West Bengal is seeing a resurgence of COVID cases and is reporting 6,078. India has now vaccinated over 37.8 lakh children in the 15 to 17 age group. The country reported 33,750 new COVID cases, 123 deaths in the last 24 hours. In news from Mumbai, physical schools for classes 1 through 9 and 11 shut down until January 31st, whereas online schooling will continue. Only students from classes 10 and 12 will be allowed to attend physical schools or colleges provided they have parental consent. All classes will continue in the online mode is what they're saying right now. In other news from India, Banajan, satellite images are actually showing that China is constructing a bridge on its side of the Pangong Lake in Ladakh. A new satellite image showing China building a bridge on its side of the Pangong Lake in eastern Ladakh emerged on Monday amid the prolonged Sino-India military standoff in the border area. People familiar with the development said the satellite imagery is of an area on the Chinese side of the line of actual control near the Galvan Valley region. The armies of India and China had created a buffer zone in Galvan Valley following their deadly clashes in June of 2020. On January 1st, Indian and Chinese troops exchanged sweets and greetings at 10 border posts along the LAC, including eastern Ladakh, to mark the new year. The sources are saying now that the bridge is at a distance of 40 kilometers from the alignment of the LAC in the region, and that India has also been developing infrastructure in the region at a rapid pace. In news about, are you following that story on the Bully Bai case, Altu Baba?
Bully Bai?
Mm-hmm.
What is a bully Bai? Some Bai is bullying somebody?
No, man.
Then?
The lady, okay, a 21-year-old engineering student was detained by the Mumbai Police Cyber Cell in Bangalore on Monday in connection with the Bully Bai app case. Mumbai Police have not revealed the identity of the suspect. Maharashtra Minister of State Satej Patil said not too many details can be divulged at this time as it may hamper the ongoing investigation. The controversial Bully Bai app was reportedly launched on January 1st and contained a number of pictures of Muslim women, including journalists, social workers, students and famous personalities, accompanied by derogatory content. The app was later blocked by the hosting platform GitHub following complaints of objectionable content. The police have registered a case against unknown culprits under relevant sections of the IPC and the IT Act. And finally, the dreaded Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist Salim Pare, among two ultras, have been killed by security forces in Srinagar. And
so we are going to be waiting for Uri 2 coming up pretty soon.
I guess so. We'll get more information about that when that news becomes available for all of us, Manjan. That's pretty much what we have on Good Morning Bay this morning, and we will be back tonight live at 5 on the Pam Pam Show. Do not forget to tune in then. And thank you to everybody who is watching us. If you're catching us from a different country, a different time zone, please feel free to message us, and we would love to include information for your country and your time zone as well. As you know, Radio Hotties has crossed borders and has pushed all boundaries. We wish all of you a glorious 2022 and a glorious rest of the day. We'll see you tonight live at 5 on the Pam Pam Show. Till then, love everybody. Little, lots.